My fiancé texted, "I need a month to decide if you're worth it." I texted back, "Take all the time you need." What she found out, 24 hours later, changed her mind instantly. Original post: I, 32 male, got the text Tuesday morning while prepping breakfast. My fiancée Tessa, 29, and I have been together 4 years, engaged for 8 months. Wedding planned for next spring. The text came at 7:23 a.m. Tessa, Marcus, I need some time to think about us, about whether you're really worth committing my life to. I need a month to decide. Don't contact me during this time. I stared at my phone for maybe 30 seconds. 4 years together, living together for 2, and she needs a month to decide if I'm worth it? My response: take all the time you need. Then I put my phone down and finished making my eggs. Ate breakfast, got dressed, went to work like it was any other Tuesday. Here's what Tessa didn't know when she sent that text. See, I handle a lot of things quietly, not because I'm some martyr or whatever, just because it's easier that way. Less drama. But when someone tells you they need to evaluate your worth, well, that changes the equation. First thing I did was call my property manager. The apartment we live in? It's mine. Bought it 3 years ago before we moved in together. Tessa's name isn't on anything. She pays me $400 a month as her share, which doesn't even cover utilities, but I never pushed it. Hey Jim, quick question. If I need to remove someone from my apartment who's not on the lease, what's the process? Depends. They getting mail there? Been there over 30 days? Yeah, about 2 years. Then they're a month-to-month tenant legally. You need to give 30 days written notice. Perfect. She wanted a month anyway. Next, I called my insurance company. Tessa's been on my health insurance through my work for the past year. Her job at the boutique doesn't offer benefits. Open enrollment just happens to be this month. Hi, I need to remove someone from my coverage during open enrollment. Yes, effective immediately when the window opens next week. No qualifying event, just open enrollment changes. The car situation was trickier. 2 years ago, Tessa's ancient Honda died. I helped her get a newer Mazda. The loan's in my name because her credit was trash from old shopping debt. She makes the $300 monthly payment. Sometimes, when she remembers, I've covered it. Let me check my spreadsheet. 11 times out of 24 months. I didn't do anything about the car yet. Just made a note to discuss with my lawyer. By lunch, I'd made a list. Apartment, mine. Health insurance, through my job. Car insurance, my policy. Phone plan, she's on my family plan. Gym membership, my corporate account. Streaming services, all mine. Credit card, she's an authorized user on one. I wasn't being petty. She wanted to evaluate my worth? Cool. But that evaluation period means we're not partners anymore. Partners share things. Evaluators don't get partner benefits. That evening, I came home to an empty apartment. Her stuff was still there, but she'd packed a bag. Found a note. Staying with Bianca for a bit, please respect my need for space. I ordered Chinese food and watched the game. Slept like a baby. Wednesday morning, 6:47 a.m. My phone explodes. 17 missed calls. 43 texts. It started with confusion. Tessa, my card got declined at Starbucks? Marcus, what's going on? Why isn't my card working? Then escalation. This isn't funny. I can't get gas, my card won't work. Answer your phone. Then bargaining. Baby, please. I need to get to work. Can we talk? I didn't mean it like that. The calls started at 7:15. I didn't answer. She wanted space to evaluate. She got it. 8:30 a.m. I get a call from Bianca. Declined. 9 a.m. unknown number. I answer. Is this Marcus? Male voice, aggressive. Who's asking? This is Damon, Tessa's brother. What the hell did you do? She's stranded at a gas station crying. I didn't do anything, Damon. Tessa asked for a month to evaluate whether I'm worth committing to. I'm respecting her wishes. By cutting off her cards? That's financial abuse. I actually laughed. Financial abuse? Damon, I removed her as an authorized user from my credit card. She wanted to evaluate our relationship. That means we're not together right now. Why would she have access to my credit? She needs that card. How's she supposed to live? With her own money? Like an adult? She has a job. You know she doesn't make enough to what? Live the lifestyle she's accustomed to? The one I've been subsidizing? Yeah, I'm aware. He cursed me out. I hung up. By noon, the flying monkeys were in full formation. Her mom, Lorraine, called my office. I had my assistant tell her I was in meetings all day. Here's the thing about Tessa's family. They've been real comfortable with our arrangement. When we visit, I pay for dinners. When they need something fixed, they call me. When Damon's kid needed school supplies last fall, guess who Tessa volunteered to help? But respect, appreciation? Nah, I'm just okay to them. Stable, boring, good enough for their daughter to settle for. I've heard Lorraine joke about how Tessa could do better if she really tried. Heard Bianca tell her she should keep her options open just in case. Well, congrats, she's exploring those options now. Update 1, Thursday. Yesterday was illuminating. Tessa showed up at my office at 2 p.m. Security called up to verify she was allowed in. I said yes, but had them escort her to the lobby coffee shop, not my office. She looked rough. Hair in a messy bun, no makeup, wearing sweats. This is a woman who won't go to the mailbox without full face. Marcus, please. We need to talk. I checked my watch. I have 15 minutes. What's up? Her face crumpled. What's up? Are you serious? You canceled my cards. My phone isn't working. I couldn't even Uber here. Bianca had to drive me. Your phone? I pulled out my personal phone, checked the family plan. Huh. Looks like you used 45 gigabytes of data this month already. It's throttled, not canceled. That's why I told you to upgrade your line to unlimited, but you said it was too expensive. I meant, it works, but Marcus, please, this is insane. You can't just cut me off from everything. I haven't cut you off from anything that's yours. Your credit cards should work fine. Your car works. Your job exists. What exactly did I cut you off from? She stared at me. You know I can't afford, Marcus, my cards are maxed. You know that. I did know that, because I've been paying them down. Another thing I handled quietly. Stop those payments Tuesday morning too. Tessa, you texted me saying you need a month to evaluate if I'm worth committing to. Your exact words. That means we're on a break, right? Why would I continue paying for someone who's evaluating whether I'm worth it? That's not, I didn't mean. What did you mean then? She shifted in her seat. Bianca said, she thought maybe you were taking me for granted. That you'd gotten too comfortable. She said I should shake things up, make you work for it a little. There it was. So this was a game? A manipulation tactic? No, I mean, I just wanted to see if you'd fight for me, for us. Fight for someone who questions my worth after 4 years? Why would I do that? Because you love me. I did. Very much. Enough to carry you financially for years without complaint. Enough to deal with your family's disrespect. Enough to pretend I didn't notice you've been window shopping for my replacement on dating apps. Her face went white. How did you? Your iPad syncs to your phone, Tessa. When you browse Bumble on your phone, it shows in your iPad history. Been happening for about 2 months now. Silence. Look, I said, standing. You wanted a month to evaluate? Take it. But evaluate the real situation, not the subsidized version. Figure out what you actually bring to a relationship besides expectations and what your actual options are. I'll have a written 30-day notice to vacate delivered to the apartment tomorrow. Marcus, wait, I left. Last night was interesting. Around 8 p.m. her stuff started disappearing from the apartment. Not my problem. She has a key until the 30 days are up. But she was clearly panic moving things to Bianca's. Then the text started again, but not from Tessa, from everyone else. Lorraine, you're evicting my daughter? What kind of man are you? Damon, bro, you're really gonna make her homeless over a fight? Bianca, she's crying nonstop. Hope you're happy. Even got one from Tessa's cousin. Heard you're being a total a-hole to Tessa. She deserves better. I didn't respond to any of them. But here's the wild part. Around 11 p.m., I get a call from my buddy Derek, who tends bar at a place downtown. Yo, isn't Tessa your girl? Not anymore. Why? She's here with some dude. They've been here like 2 hours. She's all over him. Good for her. Actually? Yeah, I'm good. And I was. Because everything was clicking into place. She'd been shopping around. Bianca probably knew about this guy. The whole month to evaluate thing was probably to give her time to test drive the new option while keeping me as backup. Except now, there's no backup. Update 2, Friday morning. The last 12 hours have been wild. Remember how I said Tessa went out with some guy Thursday night? Well, apparently that was Bianca's boyfriend's friend, Kyle. According to the text novel I woke up to, Kyle has potential, but, and I quote, Drives a 2015 Civic and lives with 2 roommates. The text started at 2 a.m. Are you awake? I know you're mad, but can we talk? I made a mistake. Kyle was a disaster. He wanted to split the bill. Split the bill, Marcus. You never made me pay for anything. I'm at Bianca's, but she's getting annoyed. Says I can't stay here forever. Marcus, please. At 7 a.m., Lorraine called again. This time I answered. Marcus, honey, I think there's been a misunderstanding. No misunderstanding, Lorraine. Tessa was clear. She's young. She doesn't know what she wants. You know how girls are. She's 29. You're really gonna throw away 4 years over one little mistake? What mistake? Being honest about how she sees me? Or thinking she could find a better meal ticket? How dare you? Lorraine, did you know she's been on dating apps for 2 months? While wearing the engagement ring I bought? While living in my apartment? While spending my money? Silence. This isn't one mistake. It's who she is. And you know what? That's partially on me. I enabled it, but it's mostly on you for raising a daughter who thinks relationships are about what she can get, not what she can give. She gives plenty. She loves you. Really? Name one sacrifice she's made for me in 4 years. One time she put my needs first. One bill she's consistently paid. One time she stood up to you or Bianca when they disrespected me. Longer silence. I thought so. Have a nice day, Lorraine. But the real circus started at 9 a.m. I'm working from home in a video meeting when I hear commotion outside. Look out my window. There's a U-Haul blocking the street, and Tessa, Bianca, Damon, and 2 guys I don't recognize are unloading boxes. I muted myself and walked to the door. Can I help you? Tessa rushed forward. Baby, I'm moving back in. I'm sorry, I was stupid. No. What do you mean no? This is my home. This is my apartment. You're a month-to-month tenant who's been given 30 days notice to vacate, which you received yesterday. Damon stepped up. Come on, man. Don't be a duck. Let her move her stuff back in. Her stuff never left. She took it to Bianca's last night. Now she's trying to move it back. That's not happening. Bianca chimed in. She has tenant rights. She does, for the next 29 days, but she can't move out and then back in while under an eviction notice. That's not how it works. One of the unknown guys, Kyle I'm assuming, stepped forward. Hey bro, maybe just let her. Are you Kyle? The guy she was out with last night? He looked confused. Yeah? And you're here helping her move back in with her ex? The same ex she told you was emotionally abusive and controlling? Kyle looked at Tessa. You said he was abusive? Tessa went red. It's complicated. I laughed, actually laughed. Kyle, my man, run. Whatever she told you about me, whatever she promised you, it's not worth it. Trust me. Kyle looked between us, then at his friend, then just walked to his car and left. His friend followed. Damon got in my face. You're ruining her life. No, I'm refusing to fund it anymore. Big difference. The shouting attracted attention. My neighbor came out, phone in hand. Everything okay, Marcus? Should I call the police? Bianca grabbed Tessa. Let's just go. He's being an a-hole. As they loaded boxes back into the U-Haul, Tessa turned to me one last time. I loved you, you know? No, Tessa, you loved the lifestyle I provided. If you loved me, you wouldn't have needed a month to figure out my worth. She started crying. Damon flipped me off. Bianca muttered about karma. They left. 20 minutes later, I get a Venmo request from Tessa for $1,500. The note, for U-Haul and emotional distress. I declined it. She sent another for $50. Note, for gas at least, I'm on empty. Declined. Third request for $20. Note, for food please, haven't eaten since yesterday. I almost felt bad. Then I remembered she chose this. She had a comfortable life, a partner who loved her, stability. She threw it away because Bianca convinced her she could do better. Final update 1 week later. This will be my last update because honestly, there's nothing left to update. Tessa's gone. The apartment's peaceful, life's good. But yeah, some final fireworks happened over the weekend. Saturday morning, Tessa tried one last play. She showed up, alone this time, looking like the Tessa I fell for 4 years ago. Hair done, makeup perfect, wearing the sundress I bought her for our 2nd anniversary. Can I please come in? Just to talk? Against my better judgment, I let her in. We sat on opposite sides of the living room. I've been doing a lot of thinking, she started. I realize now how much you did for me, how much I took for granted. I waited. I want to fix this. I'll go to couples counseling. I'll get a second job. I'll tell my family to back off, whatever you need. Why? She blinked. Because I love you. No, why now? What changed between Tuesday when you needed to evaluate my worth and today? She looked down. I realized what I lost. Be specific. The apartment, the security, the lifestyle. Keep going. The way you took care of things. Of me. I didn't realize how much you did until it was gone. And? Her voice got smaller. And I can't afford to live on my own. Bianca wants me out by Monday. My mom can't help. She's on a fixed income. Damon's got his own family. I've been looking at apartments and even studios are... She started crying. There it was. The real reason. Not love. Not regret. Just reality hitting hard. Tessa, I'm gonna tell you something, and I need you to really hear it. You didn't lose me this week. You lost me months ago when you started shopping for my replacement. This week, you just lost your funding. That's not fair. I made one mistake. No, you revealed who you are, and I'm grateful for that. It saved me from a lifetime of being someone's safety net instead of their partner. She left, but not before asking if she could at least stay until she found a place. I said no. Then she asked if I'd co-sign for an apartment. Also no. Finally, she asked if I'd loan her first and last month's rent. No. The smear campaign started Sunday. Suddenly, I'm all over social media as the villain. Tessa posted a sob story about her narcissistic ex who financially abused her and made her homeless. Bianca backed her up with stories about how controlling I was, how I isolated Tessa from her support system. My favorite was Lorraine's post about how I manipulated her daughter and trapped her in financial dependence only to cruelly abandon her. I didn't respond. But my sister did. With receipts. Screenshots of Tessa's dating profiles, active while engaged. Bank statements showing my payments for her credit cards. Text messages where Tessa bragged to her cousin about having me wrapped around her finger. Even found an old Facebook post where Tessa called me her walking ATM with laughing emojis. The posts came down real quick after that. Last I heard, through mutual friends, Tessa's living with her mom in her mom's one-bedroom mansion. She's picking up extra shifts at the boutique. Kyle ghosted her after the U-Haul incident. Bianca's boyfriend dumped her. After finding out, she encouraged Tessa to explore options. While engaged, Damon asked our mutual friend if I'd be willing to hire him for some contracting work. I'm not. As for me, I'm good. Better than good, actually. Went on a date Wednesday with a woman from my gym. She insisted on splitting the check. When I offered to pay anyway, she said, I appreciate that, but I've got it. I like to contribute. Nearly fell off my chair. We're going out again tomorrow. Oh, and remember that 30-day notice? Tessa has 22 days left. She hasn't been back to get her stuff. If it's still here when the time's up, it's going to Goodwill. Some lessons learned. 1. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. 2. Love isn't enough if there's no respect. 3. You can't build a partnership with someone who sees you as a resource. 4. The right person won't need a month to figure out your worth. Thanks for reading Reddit. I'm out.